What's really good, world? Eric Lawton here from Bred Canines, the channel dedicated to working dogs, and today we are going to talk about the Razor's Edge line of the American Bully. Let me say ahead of time, forgive me if I don't quite cover everything. I'm still learning about the pedigrees myself. The Razor's Edge Pitbull line was started in Maryland and in Washington, D.C. in the 1990s by Dave Wilson and Carlos Barksdale using game-style American Pitbull Terriers. These guys did extensive research on any information they could get a hold of. They owned their fair share of backyard bred pit bulls until eventually purchasing some of the finest game bred dogs that were available at the time. It's rumored that they paid $3,500 for a grandson of Plummer's Alligator, a famous game dog of the Mayfield lines. And they bought a dog from Wildside Kennels that they named Diablo. Diablo was off of Hollingsworth Bull and Wildside's Miss Leakey. This is when Razor's Edge started adding more size, bone, and improved physical structure. The first registered ADBA Razor's Edge breeding was a cross between a Mayfield stud named Zeus and a Mayfield bitch named Jinx. Jinx was later given to a man named Kurt Plater of CLP Kennels, who as far as I know is a friend of Dave Wilson even to this day. Pit bulls were eventually banned in PG County, Maryland, so Dave was forced to move to Virginia, where as far as I know still resides as Razor's Edge Kennels. He worked as a professional dog trainer and continued to breed bigger ADBA dogs. He put flyers in the Washington Post explaining the breed and what Razor's Edge was about. There was many established pit bull strains at the time, each with its own looks and characteristics. Eventually, Dave met Ron Smith, who helped take it to the next level. Ron knew so many established UKC and AKC breeders that he was considered the pit guru. Dave and Ron went to every pit bull breeder on the East Coast that they could get a hold of. Keep in mind, the internet wasn't available back then like it is today. They actually had to find breeders, travel to meet up, and then decide whether or not the breeder had what they were looking for. They eventually purchased a blue brindle female named Silver Sadie from Minnow's Lodge, who was off of Big Daddy Duke and Blue Sapphire. This litter's pedigree went way back to Stratton dogs like Goin' Light Barney, as well as the AKC Ruffian dogs and UKC Colby dogs. So Dave ended up with larger ADBA papered game dogs, a UKC Blue Brindle bitch, Sadie, and a Blue Fawn AKC Amstaff male named Blue Max off of Storytime's Upon This Rock, who was bred by Beth Jones, and a bitch named Maggie May. Keep in mind they were not given AKC registration on UKC or ADBA dogs. This is why Razor's Edge became more involved in the UKC. So Dave bought dogs from Grapevine Kennels, Pam from Gaff Kennels, and so on. To my understanding, there was some watchdog blood thrown in to get a better headpiece. Jamar Kennels' Catman Rue, who was a Ryan dog, and White Path's China Black, who was a Ruffian dog, produced Champion Rage, Grand Champion Throwing Knuckles, and Sapphire Little. Side note, Ryan dogs have more of a bully look, but they were AKC papered Amstaffs. Dave would go visit Jamar Kennels regularly at the time and hold training sessions for the customers. One of the most famous dogs in Razor's Edge history was Grand Champion Sadie's Paddington. This dog is out of Jackson's champion Mr. Brooks and of course Silver Sadie. This litter also produced a dog named Blue Dakota. Dave bred a champion named Clover Hills Watuka Spirit, aka Paco, not to be confused with Samurai Paco, to Paddington and produced the infamous champion Purple Rose of Cairo. Top Notch Chino, Ice Mocha, Chi Chi of True Blue, Lil Blue Koala, and Kina are also productions from this breeding. Eventually, Grand Champion Throwing Knuckles was bred to Paddington, which produced a bitch named Up All Night Viagra. Giggity. Viagra was bred to Cairo and produced one of the most known compact males in the game, Little Cairo, aka Ro. Diva and Cairo also came from this breeding. Lil Ro produced dogs such as Suarez Bull, Samurai Paco, and Titan Kennels Always Remember the Titan. Keep in mind that Lil Ro was the first pocket dog of Razor's Edge, but Samurai Paco was the trendsetter for the pocket movement. I'm not going to dig into the pocket or extreme too much because my channel is more focused on working canines. No offense to the dog men who are into that style, but it's just not for me. In my opinion, fame killed the original Razor's Edge, unfortunately. A lot of American bullies of today are way too exaggerated. I don't think it's right to change and enhance certain features so much so that you're taking away from the standard and functionality. So back to it. Grand Champion Knuckles and Dakota, Paddington's sister, produced Inna Blue Lagoon. Inna Blue Lagoon was bred to Cairo and produced Neela, Brooklyn, and Shamrock, all beautiful dogs in my opinion. Dave eventually developed the consistent style he wanted in a dog, bully style. Large in size, large head, short blocky muzzle, wide chest, a little more bone, shorter back, and still correct according to the UKC and AKC standard. When looking at the big picture, the Cairo side of Razor's Edge is just one piece of the puzzle, and I'm sure I missed a few heavy hitters, but you get the picture. If you'd like to dig deeper into the pedigrees, there are so many sites to take a look at. I'll leave them in the description below. A lot of people debate the purity of the Razor's Edge strain and even the American Bully breed. There is also debate on whether to call Razor's Edge a bloodline or not. Dave once said, "You can have a pure line, but no line is completely pure." A line will always need new blood introduced into the breeding stock to keep the traits you're breeding for up front. As far as the American Bully goes, I'm going to make other videos getting more into the registry standards and other bloodlines used in the making of the breed. For now, I'll leave a link to the registry website so you can familiarize yourself with the breed standards of the American Pitbull Terrier, the American Staffordshire Terrier, and the American Bully. I also made a video on how to identify different types of pit bulls. I'll leave a link to that as well. Razor's Edge is now recognized worldwide thanks to Dave Wilson and a group of Razor's Edge enthusiasts known as the Elite Edge. I'm a huge fan of the Razor's Edge line myself, but again, it's hard to find the original Edge type dogs from back in the day. If anyone knows where to find good working stock, let me know in the comments. If you guys have anything to add, also feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm always open to updating my own information. Also, if anyone knows where I can find a photo of Mayfield's Zeus or Mayfield's Jinx, let me know. I can't find them for the life of me. I appreciate you watching. If you have a topic you would like me to cover in another video, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and stomp on that subscribe button to stay updated. I guess that pretty much wraps it up. This is Eric Lawton from Bred Canines. Peace, love, and God bless you all.